thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say, and if that's how we feel, that's how we feel, and if you hurt, so what? Keep it alone, respectfully. Welcome to the show.
Yo, 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 what up? What up? What up? What up, y'all?
Oh,
Yo,
I thought you were saying what's up to the fans.
Yeah, what up to them too?
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were saying what's up to us. My bad.
What up? What up? What up? We're here again. Before we go ahead and start, let me just go ahead and get all the formalities out the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode, what is this? Episode 12.
Believe so.
Episode 12, respectfully a pod show. I'm here. Charles iPhone's here.
Can we skip the 13 because we don't fuck with 12?
Nope.
Nah.
Damn, bro.
Swayze's here. S Dot's in the building. Trey's still out on maternity leave.
On maternity leave. Speaking of, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's
Tell,
Day.
tell him happy Mother's Day since he's on maternity leave.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Shout out to all the moms. Shout out to all the moms that are no longer with us. Grandmas, all that.
Yeah.
We love you. Shit, yeah. We back though.
Are we giving a shout out to our baby moms?
Go ahead.
nah,
I was just checking the temperature right here. That's all.
Shout out to all the baby moms.
I'm just shout out
Are we
there.
giving a shout out to our baby moms though?
Nigga, if you want to.
Hey, if you want to, go for it.
The fuck?
Oh yeah. Shout out to all the baby moms.
And shout out to all of the baby moms.
All of
except
them.
for a couple.
Except for a couple.
Yeah,
No, shout them out too, man. We wouldn't have our beautiful children if it weren't for those
nah, it's some bad
young ladies.
some bad ones out there. So fuck them hoes. But anyways. But yeah.
That's a whole nother.
So,
I need a couple hours for that one.
well, we can't kick they back in on Mother's Day. Let's wait a week. He said,
Shout out to all the single fathers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
we doing that.
I mean, that's what they like to do. So
They do like do it. But we don't have to be like that. We should be better. When they go low,
nah, whatever.
finish. You gotta finish. When they go low,
Hopefully it's for some head. Anyways,
I like that. I like that.
unless you're a dude. But shout out to the gays, of course, as always.
What? Whoa, time out. How did that happen?
I said unless it was a dude.
All right.
Follow
Go
me.
ahead. Finish it. No, I'm good. Finish your intros.
Ah shit, man, I ain't got nothing. That's it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Yeah, man. We want to get some more interaction with our listeners if you listening or whatever. So
Yeah, tell us how we can improve.
tell us how we can tell us
Tell us how much we suck.
boss. Yeah,
True.
who you agree with, who you don't agree with, all that. But
I've been meaning to say this, but if we ever get to the point where we get say 1,000 subscribers, I quit smoking cigarettes.
all right. So sub up if you listening. We're gonna try to make it to 1,000 so Swayze can save his life.
Yeah.
So
I'm just kidding. I don't smoke that much.
you said it. It's in the interwebs now, forever.
It's in the interwebs now.
Yeah. But again, we appreciate everybody who does check us out and listen and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. What we got up for tonight? Or actually, I didn't even go around. Trey, how you doing, bro?
Straight, man. It's been a weird weekend, but other than that, everything been cool, man. Just trying to work some shit out over here. I might be moving soon, just to a different area here in Georgia. Trying to get closer to my daughter's school. She got accepted into to a school of the arts. She's very artistic and So she had audition and she passed, and now we're trying to make some changes so we can get her back and forth to school on time. It's a headache, but you know,
Do what you got to do. That's what's up.
it is what it is.
That's what's up. Shout out to that. Congratulations. So hey, I do have a quick question though. Was it like a real audition or was it one of those like Stivers auditions?
I think Stivers actually has real auditions as well. But yes, it was a real audition. She had to go. She had to present. She had to take her portfolio in there. She had to do a few different mediums, and then they had her do some things in audition. But she passed with flying colors. We already knew that she's very, very artistic uh, in a lot of different ways. So I wasn't really worried about that. Mostly, I'm just worried about her going into high school because she's going a little early, and you know it's a struggle from eighth grade to high school.
Right.
But we'll see.
Again, shout out to her.
Yeah.
And bro, to be honest, sometimes you've met some people that went to Stivers, and it's like, oh, you said you went and did what? So you went up there. I think I didn't go through it, so I may be wrong. And shout out to all the Stivers people. I mean, the fake Colonel White is cool, but
Fake Colonel White. Yeesh.
but
Don't let them hear you say that.
shout out to C Dub also. You know what I mean?
For sure, always.
But I feel like maybe the audition was just getting through the audition, and it's like, you did it. You, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't up in there doing nothing spectacular, bro.
Well, let them tell it. There are some great Stivers alumni. I argue with Stivers people all the time because there's nothing else better to do when you're around Stivers people.
I'm pretty
We'll
sure.
argue with them.
Sure, there's greats everywhere, and the clock is right twice a day as well. But moving on right along, Swayze, how you doing, bro?
I'm pretty good. Feeling a long weekend, but no complaints. Baseball games, football game. Um, I just chill a little bit today. But
What football game?
my kid does 7-on-7.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, we got to play for like 7 minutes, and we had to go to baseball.
What position does he play?
I mean, shit, bro. Linebacker. He plays
Okay.
linebacker. Like tackle. Past season, he was like a lineman, tight end, but he's not like a big kid, but he's strong as fuck. So,
Okay. He got hands. He can catch.
I mean, yeah, I think so. But he's not really with the football team. He doesn't really get the reps as like a skilled player. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see what you mean.
He's got to
He's
get faster. So
he's better at baseball.
yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, I feel like getting there.
That's what's up.
He's got some pretty high IQ when it comes to football at times, but he's 9 years old, got work to do.
Oh yeah, for real.
There's other kids out there, bro, that are just super fast. You know what I mean? Just naturally, just there ain't shit you can do about it.
But
So
like you said, if he knows how to play football, if he gets the concepts and all that, that'll give him a head. Speed and all that, that's cool, but learning the game is take you a lot further.
I'll focus on baseball right now, though.
That's what's up.
Shout out to all the 9-year-olds again. Hey, Swayze, he called
It's
me.
not gonna sound good, and it's not gonna sound
Yeah,
good in the paperwork later on.
I was right there.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was talking shit.
I don't know. He was like, "Let me call Jermaine," and I was about to be like, "Nah," you know what
Why?
I mean? Like for what? But I just like fuck it, man. Just he talk about y'all a lot. So
Yeah, we chopped it up. We chopped it up for a few minutes. I was just like, oh, okay. And at first, I thought you called me. And he just had the phone, but then I realized I was like, oh no, this is a me and him conversation.
Yeah. He had words for you, huh?
It's cool though. That's what's
I think because I've been telling him about the parent pause play, talking about that video and shit. So he just
yeah.
talking about it a lot.
Shout out to our gaming channel, Parent Pause Play. Fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? If you play games, fuck with us. But yeah, bro. Shannon, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. It's been a emotional weekend, but I'm straight.
I feel you, bro. Today ain't my day, but I got to make it a day for, my girl and shit. So, but yeah, not a fan of Mother's Day.
Shout out to Belmont.
Why?
Why the what?
Why are we shouting out Belmont? I'm talking shit.
I mean,
No, there were some cool people that went to Belmont that I know.
When I went to Colonel White, I don't think anybody would recognize me because I was weird as fuck, bro. I wasn't even trying to be, but when I think about it, I did some wild shit, bro.
When did you go to Colonel White?
Uh, 2003 when I moved to Ohio.
You graduated from Colonel White?
Yeah,
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah, it was.
Shit, I had no idea. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I had my hair straight, right? I had my hair straight one time, and I don't know why I thought it was cool.
Looking like Busy Bone.
I had my hair like straight covering my face, bro, and I had a fucking a headband, bro, here, so my hair would go like this, like it just hanging down. Bro, I just remember walking the hallways, bro, you couldn't see my face, and for some reason I thought that shit was cool until I was
For
older.
some reason.
Bro, what was I thinking? When y'all brought up C-Dub, that shit popped in my head.
Well, shout out to Whitman. Shout out to all the oddballs out there. Somebody.
How's your day going, bro?
My day is good, bro. It's been good. It's been a good weather day. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, man. I've been good.
Y'all didn't do anything special for Mother's Day?
Nah, my mom worked, and she said she didn't want to go. No, she didn't want to do shit. I went over to her crib and kicked it, gave her her gifts and shit like that. That's about it.
Sound like your mom.
Yep. So that's it. That's all. So, yep. Shout out to all the moms again. I feel like every time we record, it's on a holiday. I mean, I know we record on Sundays, but every time.
There's like a lot of holiday Easter.
Did we
What
record
else?
on Easter?
We sure did.
So Easter was /420, right?
Yep.
And then Mother's Day. I feel like there was another. I think my birthday was on. No, my birthday wasn't on Sunday.
It's not a holiday.
For him.
Yeah, for us.
You said holidays.
You're a hater. God damn.
I'm not hating, bro. I just said it wasn't a holiday.
Shout out to Swayze's birthday.
Shout out to Swayze's birthday.
All right, what we got, y'all? What we getting into?
I don't know. What's the first topic? What we got going on?
Swayze, what'd you have up?
I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I mean, just scrolling on Facebook and everything. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, I know it's always been like that, but now it seems like it's getting back to that point again where it's just like that racist shit going on. You know what I mean? Like with the whole dude from Cincinnati, that killed the cop, ran him over after his son. You know how he's getting money. The white lady who called the kid, fucking, you know what I mean, bro? Like,
called him the N-word.
the hard, yeah. I can't say it.
Nah, all right, bro.
I'm too white.
He can't say.
That's what
he can't say it with the hearty. He can't say it with the hearty R. He just can't say the word at all.
I can't say with the heart.
I ain't about to do all that, bro.
I have to blame.
I was
Go
just saying,
ahead, go ahead and say it. Say it.
And I was thought we were saying that. I was thought we were saying we
with
can't say nigga no more. I'm like, damn, we can't say nigga no more.
I mean,
But you were saying you can't say the hard ER.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Kendrick Lamar had me questioning myself. Because if he said Drake can't say it, I'm like, shit, Drake, we lit.
Drake is from Canada. You good? You from Maryland?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you still from America.
But anyway,
we'll allow it.
But yeah, she getting a lot of money. And then the dude Carmelo Anthony. So like whenever I click on this shit, bro, it's just like so much hate, like crazy.
So you're talking about the lady. Yeah, I don't know where she was at or whatever, but you want to, for the people who may not know exactly what you're talking about, you want to kind of give a little context to.
I'll give you as much as I know. I think it was in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in Minnesota. and I think she said that the kid took something out of a diaper bag. So she said that she called the kid what he was, which was the N-word with a, the ER. And somebody reported, the whole thing. And um, I guess her life was in danger, her social security was leaked, address was leaked. So she went on some website and got like over $600,000 in donations. I'm sure it's more now, but um, it's just crazy. I don't
And
know.
what are the donations? What are the donations for? Did she lose her job or something?
No, I mean the donations are just for that maybe to help her relocate. Just
Mm.
like her life's in danger now. So I mean it's I don't know. Hold on. I mean, I wish I would have been more prepared about it, but um,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you were just what comparing that to the other
just
stuff as far as like
everything.
the
I mean, just
Cincinnati
like
thing.
just people's comments, man. And I mean, I know it's social media, but everybody that's making these comments are people in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like it's just
All right.
I mean, I'll
So
tell you.
and then I'll click on some of the profiles and like it's real people. Like they're not just like burner accounts. It's like
Yeah.
real people and like just the things they say, man, it's crazy. I don't give a fuck, but it's just crazy how hateful people can be. Um,
so let me just let me hop in real quick. And so I'll say this. If this ain't, I guess I don't want to be attacking nobody, but take it for whatever you want. About how people support though. How they support their own, and how one group just does a lot of fucking talking, walking, and shit on social media. But this lady, yeah, from Minnesota, she reached she's reached over $700,000 through a Christian fundraising platform called it says Give Send Go.
yeah,
Mhm.
Now she said that she called the kid that out of frustration. I called the kid out for what he was. She wrote, adding that online videos have caused my family and myself great turmoil. That's not the part I meant to read, but the other part is it says the NAACP of Rochester chapter started its own fundraising campaign for the child's family, and the GoFundMe page has raised $340,000, which is a nice amount of change.
how much?
Mhm.
340,000.
340,000. Yeah, that ain't bad.
White lady has raised over 700,000, and she called him a racial slur.
And wasn't it when he was also like
Autistic?
development. Was he autistic?
Think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know they said he was something like developmentally challenged at some point, but I mean, I didn't see the video. I've heard about it. I've heard about it on a few other podcasts. I saw what was it, Pierce Morgan? They had Mark Lamont Hill on there arguing with a bunch of people about it.
Was
And
was that the one where Piers Morgan told the one lady to say,
yeah,
yeah,
to call him
let's out,
yeah.
bro. That's just wild.
Man, listen, I mean,
So what do y'all take from it? What do you take from the situation? Or do we want to go ahead and also you want to bring up the situation in Cincinnati with that
we can we
uh,
can compare the two. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we just live in America. So that first initial incident, her calling the boy out his name, it going viral, her receiving support from her community, and it being much more than the support that we receive. I mean that makes sense. I mean,
But how do you support that, though? It's crazy, bro.
but people feel that way. People feel like people are going to give pushback just because. And I think when you do donations and even when you're on social media, you kind of get to be somewhat anonymous. You can kind of say whatever you want to say and do whatever. Nobody knows who donated to her cause. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody could figure it out, but so you can donate in secrecy and it is what it is. If you feel like she's being treated unfairly because she made a statement to somebody and now she's getting death threats, I'm sure there are people that say that doesn't warrant death threats, or it doesn't warrant for her to be attacked and for her to have her information released and all that.
So do you
I say,
do you think that she should be getting death threats?
I think she should be reprimanded. I don't know about death threats. I think that's a little too far, but I think that there should be some consequences.
So do you not believe in freedom of speech?
That's not freedom of speech, though. I mean,
I'm with him. That's not
if
really
that
freedom of speech
if
to me.
like if that was the case, then everybody would say it. It's
No,
like
I mean, I think if
baseline,
you,
man.
no, I think you would just say it if you wanted to say it, but I don't think that that means it's a freedom of speech. Yes, you have the freedom to say whatever you want to, but that doesn't give you freedom from consequences. And then if you're saying, "Oh, I'm just calling him what he is," eh, you need to stay in the house at that point. Like if that's how you feel when you walk outside, stay your ass in the house. Because if we just went around calling people what they were, and if somebody just started attacking her, calling her a cracker or a honky or something like that, she would be offended. She would be, oh my God, I can't believe it. No, no, I'm just calling you what you are, and da da da. Like
Yeah, but
you could call. Mhm. Go ahead.
so what are the consequences then? Who should regulate these consequences that you speak of?
I mean, it's kind of difficult. I mean, putting her on blast and putting on social media, I feel like that's consequence enough. Letting it be known that she's a known racist. I feel like that could probably cause her some. If she lost her job, okay. If she was renting a home and the landlord said, "I don't want you to live here no more," that's fine. If she got dirty looks when what I'm saying, she go to church and they say you can't come here no more, stuff like that. But death threats, I think that's a little too far.
Okay,
So
so
I'm saying yes, there should be some severe consequences, but death threats, no.
so this should just be street. I guess in a sense, it would just be the people serve the justice. Is that what you're saying?
Street justice.
Yes, but without physical harm.
So
I don't want anybody to get beat up or attacked because you call somebody out their name. I don't think that what you did doesn't warrant those particular consequences. There should be severe consequences, but not that far to where you need to get beat up and shit. That's crazy. Or somebody
so
saying they gonna off you. That's nuts to me.
so you're saying she should lose her job though?
If she lost her job, sure, why not?
Yeah,
I'm okay with you losing your job.
Okay. So my point though, and not that I'm saying I agree with her, but we got to go from a certain perspective, and
Hmm.
that's why I brought up freedom of speech. So
Hmm.
you can say I don't, far as until I know it's a hate crime, which it should be, unless it's considered a hate crime to call somebody the N word, then that is part of their constitutional right. And that's their freedom of speech.
But
So
that's not freedom from consequence.
right, but losing your job shouldn't be a. I guess if you're free to say whatever,
Hmm.
you losing your job because you said something on your personal time,
Yeah, it's still a consequence.
you're okay with that.
I'm okay with you receiving consequences because yes, you have the right to say whatever you want to, but you also but there are also consequences with it. It doesn't say that you're free to say whatever and there's no consequences. It says you're allowed to say whatever you want to. However, just understand that there are consequences that come with that.
Right.
And now that's why I said she shouldn't go to jail. I mean, I feel like you should say whatever you want to. You're not going to go to jail. You're not going to get fined. You're not going to be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, maybe you could be sued, but you're kind of free from those things, from legal action. But
I
if
get
I'm
it.
an employer, yeah, but if I'm an employer and I see that you did that online and I'm like, you know what, that's not somebody that I want in my company, yeah, you can get fired for that. I don't see why not.
But if they don't, then that's I guess my point is also if their job doesn't fire them and
Hmm.
the people are
Hmm.
calling for, then she should get some kind of consequence. So you feel like then what? So if her job doesn't want to fire her and all that's left is the people sending death threats.
Yeah, but I don't know. But do you feel like she should have received death threats?
I mean, I feel like people are gonna have some death threats for her because that's fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe if you called a grown man, but a child, that's just wild, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I mean, people overreact to a lot of different things. I don't think that telling somebody that I'm going to kill you because you said this, that seems a little far. But I mean, it is what it is.
I wouldn't give her a death threat, but I'm saying I feel like there's
But okay, so
people out there.
but if somebody acted on that, you don't think that that would be taking it a step too far,
Yeah, for sure.
Jermaine?
Yeah, I
So
do.
why threaten her then? So why threaten her?
I'm not saying that you should threaten her, but I'm also saying I think my question really just kind of changed from, all right, you said there should be consequences, um but if we have freedom of speech, then
Hmm.
technically she should be allowed to say it. Unless it's going to be regulated by the law, then you can't require or really assume for her job to fire her. If you know, I mean, I guess you can assume that they will or want them to, but if they don't, and then it's not anything, you know what I'm saying, she didn't break the law, then people are going to send, there's death threats. And if you said that's too far, then what else is there to do? Then that must mean it's just, there's nothing. And she just kind of gets away with
I'm
it.
sure there. I'm sure there's some things in between you losing your job and a death threat. I'm sure there's some middle ground in between there, but that's cool. I mean,
But my point is that's not the way the world works. You people can't just kind of go out and do their own thing. That's the vigilante justice basically. And I'm not saying that shouldn't something bad shouldn't happen to her. I'm not even on
mhm.
this lady's side. I'm just
Right.
if you're not going to say, uh, I guess if you believe in freedom of speech, she said that. All right, get beat up, get beat up or whatever. Wherever she go, maybe somebody want to whoop her ass. That's
I'm not. I don't
justice.
think she need to be. I don't think she need to be beat up neither.
Oh, all right. Then if she don't need to be beat up, I guess she really don't. What does I don't know. Some
You
shit.
can you can punish somebody else without causing physical harm. Like I said, she could lose her job. She can lose her house. They could pick it out in front of her house. They can embarrass her to death. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure she's super embarrassed by what she did. Maybe she lost
He
some
ain't
friends.
embarrassed, bro.
I mean, maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't be embarrassed either if I called somebody a nigger and then I got $700,000 for it.
All right, but so
Fuck it, why not?
I guess I just don't believe in. I mean, I do believe in freedom of speech, and I don't feel like I just somebody says the N word.
Hmm.
All right, maybe I want to whoop your ass, but maybe I got something going on where you're not worth me getting myself in trouble or jammed up in some bullshit.
Right.
I just let karma deal with it. But at the same time, I guess I can't necessarily be like, I want them to, they should lose their house. They should lose their job because they said something. And if we believe in that constitutional right of freedom of speech, what if you said all women are prostitutes? What if your job heard that and then they was like, you know what, Trey, we want to let you go?
I mean, I would have to just deal with that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but then what if
But
you,
me saying,
but
but
then what
me
if they,
saying that,
hold on,
but
but
me
then,
saying that all women, I
hold
know, I
on,
got
hold
you.
on.
Go ahead.
But then if they said to you, also we want to try to people want to gather up together and try to get you take your house, take your
Hmm.
and this and that from you. I guess
Yeah,
that's all. I don't know. I
I'm
guess
saying
you can't
I understand
regulate.
what you're.
Can't
I understand
regulate.
what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I would say when I say that all women are prostitutes, I'm being facetious. It's a joke. So if people understand that I'm being sarcastic, then okay. But if somebody really took offense to it and wanted to do whatever, and my job was like, hey, we heard this and da 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 da, whatever, and they had a problem with it, then I had to just deal with those consequences. Yes, I have the freedom of speech to say what I want to, but I'm not. That doesn't give me freedom from consequences. I would be disappointed that I had to lose my job and I had to lose
Okay,
my house
bro,
over that.
I get it. You, but what I'm saying, you think it's all right for somebody to step in and I guess take away all of these different things or privileges from you because you said
So,
something.
what do you think an adequate punishment is for her?
I don't give a fuck what I'm not her. I'm not a judge.
I'm asking you a question because you
I
keep
don't
shooting
know.
down what I'm saying. So I'm asking you, what do you think is an adequate punishment for somebody doing that?
I don't. If she didn't break the law, it'd be whatever. It'd just be whatever the people, her in society, having to live with whatever she did in society, in her community, and however people treat her. Whether if they want to be friends with her, or maybe they give her ugly stares when she's in the store, they treat her rudely. That's about it. I mean, but if she didn't break the law, Shannon, you're muted. Um, if she didn't break the law, then I'm not going to be like she take her house because you do that to her, then what's to stop them from somewhere else or in another situation, them stepping in and overstepping their boundaries. I guess my thing is just you can't have it both ways. You know, a lot of people want to have a lot of things both a lot of different ways, and I understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to defend this lady. I'm more so I'm just trying to pick y'all brain or your brain about how you feel about freedom of speech, that constitutional right, And then if you feel like, well, she said something, she said the N word, so now her house needs to be taken. To me, that's crazy.
No, I didn't say that it had to be that, but I feel like death threats is crazier than her house being taken or her losing her job. You telling somebody I'm going to kill you and they're in fear for their lives, I think that's a lot worse than you losing your job or you getting your house taken away. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that we have taken it too far by giving her death threats. We could probably tone it down, and if you want to take it far, if you want to really punish her, I think that those are adequate punishments. I mean, it don't have to go that far, but if it did go that far, I wouldn't be sympathetic to her. Like, oh damn, you lost your job. Oh damn, you lost your house. Well, you should probably watch your mouth then.
Shane, what you think, bro?
I mean, there's one thing that we can't control, right? Is like natural consequences, and so that's kind of just what I go off of. There's going to be some sort of natural consequence to anything that you do, and so whatever that looks like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it may just take care of itself. But speaking of, what about how you feel about the Cincinnati situation?
Well, hold on, I don't think Swayze. Swayze started it, but I don't know if he gave. Did you give your?
I mean, consequences. I mean, I agree with you guys. You know, I mean, at the same time, you didn't break a law, but I mean, getting that ass whooped probably wouldn't hurt.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go whoop her ass, but if she got her ass whooped, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Now, if the person that whooped her ass get themselves in trouble and catch a
Yeah,
And
charge,
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, of course.
that's
Unless it's a white woman. Maybe a white woman should whoop her ass.
Sure, I'm sure there's some out there that would.
Maybe you should get like a cool white lady to go whoop her ass, and then maybe that'll kind of just because you know maybe she won't get in as much trouble.
listen. If somebody want to go and fuck up their life situation just to because she said a word to a little kid, yeah, it's bad. Go ahead. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be in jail.
What if
But
she'd have called your child that?
what am I gonna do? I'm gonna probably
I'm
cut.
saying, what if you were there and she called your child that? You would have cussed her smooth the fuck out. Don't play.
I'm gonna cuss her out.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I cussed her
You
out.
would have cussed her
Hey,
smooth the fuck out.
you know what though?
That's it. I'm not gonna hit her.
I
I'm
didn't
not
say that you were.
so that's what I'm saying.
Hey, when I was young, I was playing basketball, and I think I was playing maybe the sixth or seventh grade, and like this kid, he lived in like this little trailer park, and he would come up to the basketball court. He always used to like play with us and shit. Like he was cool, you know. And
Oh shit.
one day the ball went down the hill, and he was like, "I'll get it." But his people were like close by, and when he went down to get the ball and he brought it back up, his dad like approached us and said, you know, don't have my boy getting your ball, and then called me a but when he called me a nigger,
Ah,
I went home and shit, you know what I mean?
N word, fam.
What do you mean N word?
Can't say ER on YouTube, bro.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, he called me the N word, and and I was like, I was fucked up. Like shit had me sad and mad, you know. So I went home and told my dad, and yeah, my dad didn't do shit. But pretty much, my dad was just saying like, you know, like,
It is what it is.
yeah, like what are you supposed to do? Go beat him up and then go to jail? Then what? You know? So
Yeah. Go check him. Nah, you can go talk to him though.
yeah,
That's just a stern talking to.
Ooh, he talked
but
to
I but I don't think my dad would have handled that situation just talking though. He definitely would have got hot. So
Sure.
he did the right thing.
Jermaine, have you ever been called the hard ER?
I sure have.
Well, yeah, you when you moved from the west side to the other side, I'm sure that where it happened the most, or was it before that?
It happened once. It only happened once to me, but I was in a
For
car
real?
and they were in a truck next to us, and then as they were driving off at the light or whatever, they said it. So, oh,
I got called the hard ER. I think my third weekend when I came to Indianapolis, third week, bro, and I almost got shot.
Oh, that's crazy.
all right.
Yeah,
Has Doctor ever been called the hard ER?
all the time.
I mean, not that I recall somebody actually saying it to me and I hear it. I mean, I've heard some people be called it, like in a bar. I can't remember if somebody's actually like said it to me or not. Because for real, I don't really give a damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been called the hard ER. Actually, playing basketball out there with Jermaine, and we was busting somebody ass, and he called me, and I was just like, "That's crazy." But I guess white kids or white people my age, I don't necessarily take offense to it because I feel like you just really don't mean it. They don't have the same effect as like somebody older would. If somebody older said it to me,
Yeah, you gotta have some overalls on to make me feel it.
yeah, pitchfork, a hood, something. Like I don't believe you, dog. Your favorite player is Kobe Bryant or something. So
Right.
you just mad.
We also had on the flip side, the what was it, the dad in Cincinnati. Uh,
Hmm.
the son was killed, I believe, a day before in a police situation. I think he was. They said he was running from the police officer or whatever. Just another, you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. He was shot and killed. Rest in peace to him. And prayers to his family. Um, but his father, apparently, after going to the police station and viewing the police webcam, once he left, they said he had a very calm demeanor. He didn't really show any emotion. I guess he calmly left the station. He got in his vehicle, and then he uh, hit I guess, a police officer, on duty police officer,
Sheriff.
sheriff, working traffic or something like that.
But I thought that was the guy that killed his son, though, right?
It was not.
No,
It was not.
Oh,
no.
so when the
It,
story
this
first came
this
out, I thought they said that was the guy that shot his son.
nah. The person
Oh,
that he killed was just somebody random.
Right.
Had
So,
nothing to do with it.
oh,
at first, so basically, I'm pretty sure everybody heard about that. If you haven't
hmm.
do your research, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time giving you backstory. Most people know what the fuck we're talking about. And rest in peace to that officer and condolences to his family as well. Um,
Yeah,
So I guess, initially, kind of like Trey, I also thought the same thing when the way I think it was presented to the world, and that
yeah.
probably done on purpose, or maybe it was just people reporting news way too fast before they actually had the facts. Um, Shout out to facts, by the way. Um, I thought he killed the officer. I thought he killed the officer that shot his son.
Yeah,
Um,
'cause that kind of changes my perspective on the whole thing.
Same. Definitely changed my perspective. So just want to kind of discuss that, um, since we're kind of along the lines of, this racial divide in America and all that stuff. Um, Shannon, Swayze, one of y'all want to go first? I mean, I can go first. I don't always got to go towards the last. If y'all want, I just feel like I've been talking, so maybe they want to hear a different voice.
Oh, we love hearing your smooth voice, man.
Thank you.
I really don't know much about it besides the backstory you just gave. I did try to look it up. Um, I don't really pay a lot of attention to current events, but
It's the way to protect your sanity.
so I don't necessarily want to go first just because I really don't know much besides what you just gave.
All right.
So, I can go first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, initially I thought that it was the sheriff that killed his child, and that he kind of took, vengeance in his own hands. Which I'm not gonna say I'm 50-50 on it. Um, I feel I'm torn because I do feel like sometimes we do need to fight that.
Pause.
Because I said I'm torn.
Yeah. And real quick, and
All right.
real quick, while we got a little break right there on my fault. So his name is Rodney Hinton. He's 38 years old. It
What's
was
his son's name?
happened in Hamilton County. His son's name is shit. I don't know.
They may have. Was he a minor?
No, he was 18.
Okay.
I want to find his name. My bad. I don't know. I'll find his name while we do this. I do want to say his name.
Okay.
But go ahead with your. I guess his name was Rodney Hinton Jr. Actually.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or is that him? I don't know. Well, I'll find out. I'll figure it out.
Got you.
Go
I
ahead.
got you.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so I was just more or less saying, like, I'm just kind of, I feel like sometimes as Black people, we let things go. Um, we don't necessarily retaliate or fight back, and it just kind of gives permission to people like that, or people that want to do us harm. It gives them permission to just continue to do it because there's no consequences, no repercussion. The law is not going to do anything to them, and so it's kind of us. It's kind of up to us to fight back. Um, I don't. I don't want it to make it a thing to where it's just like, it's going to start a race war or, every time something happens, we have to go fight back. But I think on occasion, you might need to check the system and let people know that you just can't do anything to us. And it just, it feels like over the last however many years, 10 plus years, there's been an attack, and it's probably just media propaganda or whatever the case. They gonna tailor it and make it. They gonna put whatever they want to in front of our faces, pause, to make it seem like it's something. But even if that is the case, there is still something there. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And like I said, I feel like it's okay to fight back sometimes. Now, in this particular case, because the other person that died was an innocent bystander, he didn't have anything to do with the shooting. I feel bad for him. Feel bad for his family. Um, It's, uh, it's like a casualty of war almost, though. It feels like that. It's like it's a casualty of war. You took one of mine, I take one of yours.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really get into that back and forth, but I feel like at some point in time we do need to draw a line in the sand and say, hey, y'all can't keep doing this to people. Y'all can't keep doing this to our people without us doing anything back. Because legally, we kind of are shorthanded when it comes to that. But yeah.
All right. I'll just go. Uh, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm not with that, and I'm not ever going to subscribe to that unless we just automatically we know that we in some kind of an all out war. And uh, you know, I've had my fair share of run-ins with cops and asshole cops and shitty cops, and I really don't be comfortable around the police. Um, Even with all of that, I do understand though that all cops aren't bad.
Hmm.
Whoever's whoever's listening and you disagree with me and wanna call me whatever, I could give a fuck less. But I'm just not that type of person. I wasn't raised that way to where I'm never going to justify the life of somebody who was innocent being taken away due to somebody else's mistakes or their emotional state. I understand that that father was hurting, and I could only imagine what I would do if something like that happened to my kid. So I couldn't, I can't, I would never, and hopefully I will never be able to understand um, how he felt in that moment.
Right.
Um, and do I look at him as like a evil person or a devil or something like that? No, I don't. I look at him as a father who loved his kids, and you know, it got the best of him, and whatever he felt, that's what he felt that he needed to do to make himself feel better. And I can understand that, and but I still don't agree with what he did because
Do you know if he had other kids?
I don't.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Don't
Yeah.
well,
I want to know though.
I don't. And if he did, I don't know why. And what I'm saying, whether he did or didn't, I don't know why that would even be important for me, um, because I don't know nothing. I don't know how the cop who I guess was his sacrifice. I don't know, was he a good cop or was he a bad cop? I don't know if he did work inside the inner city community or if he didn't. I don't know if he had black friends
Right.
or if he didn't, or I don't know if he was just a good person or if he wasn't. I don't know. Um,
So, question, would you have been okay if he got the police officer that actually did the shooting? Not saying would you be okay with it, but would you be more understanding, or would you have would your stance be a little bit different? Because I feel like my stance would be a lot different if it was that. But
yeah,
go yeah.
I would be all right if he got the regular cop. And I don't yeah, I would be all right. And I mean, again, I don't understand, but I can only imagine, what the pain that he was feeling. So it's he made a choice, and that's what he has to live with, that choice, and the family that was affected by his choice has to live with his choice the same way his family has to live with the consequences, or the butterfly effect of what happened to his family.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my thing, I guess, uh, that's all I got to say is I understand where he's coming from the best I can.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it just because the other guy had nothing to do with it, and he has a family, he has a life, he has people that love him too as well, I'm sure. Um,
But
and
even like you said, as far as him just like being stoic and just walking out with no emotion, that's gotta be, I couldn't have, like if I just seen my child, laying there dead, and then you just kind of walk out with no emotion, eh, your state of mind has to be in a totally different place.
right. So I just want to. That's all. I guess the only part I didn't agree with you on that was, I don't know. I felt, we fuck around a lot on this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
pod show, and we say a lot of stuff. I guess the only thing I couldn't agree with you, and I just want to make sure I distance myself from what you said. No, respectfully, is
Hmm.
calling him a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? Just calling him a casualty, because to me that seemed insensitive, as if like, oh well. And I'm not saying that's what you meant, but the way you said it, that's how I took it. I was just like, hey, an eye for an eye, and I understand that, but I
Hmm.
wouldn't be able to sleep with myself and find that inner peace with myself. Just if I thought that way, that somebody who was totally innocent didn't have anything to do with it, as if their life didn't mean anything. So
But
that's all.
you don't think it's unfair for us to be treated the way that we're treated, as far as especially black men in America? You don't think that there's
Yeah, but whether we do or not, I'm not gonna. That doesn't. I'm not going to ever co-sign with. All right, well, we getting treated bad, so let me go run up on this little white kid next door and do something to him because this kid over here in the neighborhood on the west side, he got hurt by somebody, and nobody, they got off with it.
hmm
I'm not gonna subject somebody else to my pain just because I need someone else to feel it. That's not deserving. Um, and so I do want to say, and then I'm done. I did think the all the cops lining the courtroom and all that shit, and the mean mugging him. I thought
hmm
that shit was whack as fuck. That shit was corny. It's like, nigga, he did what he was trying to do. Like,
Yeah, but they're gonna let him know that he's not, they're gonna punish him when he gets to jail.
that's fine,
If he makes it to jail.
and
Right.
that's a whole nother story. But that shit's
No,
illegal.
it's not a whole nother story, it's a continuation of this story.
What I'm saying, but what we're talking about here, that's a whole nother subject. I'm saying that's illegal, right? So we're just speaking on what should happen. He should get he made it. He should get his day in court. Whatever he
Hmm.
gets is what he gets, and that's he gets his sentence right now. Which is, I think is funny, is Trey. We coming off that last lady story, and you said there should be justice. Now, in
Hmm.
their mind, that's why I said you can't just kind of pick and choose what justice is and where it comes from, because, like you said, there ain't no law, but she should lose her house, or she should do this or that, and the people should handle it. Now he done killed a cop, and
Hmm.
I think their intimidation tactics are trash and whack,
Hmm.
because he did what he was supposed to do. And now at this point, if we're following the law, right? He should just go
Hmm.
to court, and he should whatever. But are you okay with the cops punishing his ass behind doors once the cameras are gone and his case is thrown away, and everybody goes on about their life, and now they're
No,
so you can't have it both ways.
it's not. I'm not having it both ways.
All right.
Yeah, it's consequences going to jail.
Yeah, she did something. She did something. She initiated that. He didn't initiate that. Somebody did something to him. He retaliated. Now, do
He
I think that
broke
his
the
retaliate?
law. Nigga, what are you
So
talking
did,
about?
okay, he broke, yes, he
He didn't
broke the
break the
law.
law. If freedom, that's what I'm saying. That's a freedom of speech. You can't argue this one, bro. You can't
I
argue.
can't argue it. I
Can't
can argue it all day long.
you can't argue a fact though.
What is the fact?
If she didn't break the law,
Okay.
freedom of speech. And now y'all
Right.
you got me looking crazy as if I'm defending this bitch.
I'm
Like,
not. I'm
no,
not trying to get you. I'm
hold
not trying
on.
to make you look
But
crazy for defending
I'm just
her.
saying, but I understand that
You doing it on your own.
I'm not, but I'm not defending her, and I'm saying, but you, it's the same thing. You can't have it both ways. Is but where I
These
think,
are two different situations,
bro, you can't
two
talk,
different subjects.
you can't talk over me because we sound trash and our equipment isn't that great. So you're gonna have to
Okay, bro.
some
We can
patience.
have a regular conversation, but go ahead.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Swayze, go ahead. Talk over Swayze.
I mean, yeah, I don't agree with what he did. But I mean, I can feel why he did it, you know. And like Trey was saying earlier, if that was his only kid or if he had multiple kids, if he has more than just the kid that died, then I don't agree with it. But I mean, if that was his only son, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like that's oh yeah, I like those.
Is this the
Distracted
time to
me.
be showing your shoes while we talk about this this
Yeah.
particular conversation?
It's kind of rude. I'm gonna go take a shot,
Weird.
bro.
I just don't understand how you. I don't understand how you correlate the two. C did something. Yes, it was freedom of speech, and I'm saying that there should be
Hey,
potential consequences. He, the officer
hey, hold
shot
on
his
real quick
child.
though, bro.
Go
Real
ahead.
quick, because Jermaine said it a couple times, and I got the laptop in front of me. Um, so I googled is calling someone the hard ER
RDR.
against the law in Minnesota, and it says whether calling someone a racial slur like the N word is against the law in Minnesota depends on specific context and surrounding circumstances. So, if the use of the racial slur is part of a hate crime, it can be led to increased penalties under Minnesota law. So, I mean,
So she wasn't in the middle of a hate crime.
But it
that's
could
not a hate
potentially,
crime?
it could be, no, because she didn't do nothing to him. But it could potentially be against the law.
Okay. Or, I
Listen,
mean,
I'm not
harassment,
justifying.
it says, which can include offensive speech or behavior that creates a hostile environment based on race or other protected characteristics. Okay, I mean, I don't know, but
So she could have been. It could have been against the law. But let's just say, for argument's sake, it's not against the law. That's fine. I'm not saying
Swayze,
that.
finish. Hold on, bro. Swayze, finish what you're saying, bro.
what?
You didn't finish what you were saying. You stopped what you were saying
Oh, you distracted me with the shoe.
Right.
But yeah, I don't, I mean, I feel him, you know, especially if that was his only son. I mean, at that point, what do you have to lose? Um, but I mean, if he had more than one kid, then yeah, I don't agree with it because I mean, your other kid's kind of selfish. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Just shit happens, and I feel like I mean, he did it literally the day after, right? So I mean, who knows what he was going through? So, but I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? Especially this just a random cop. He ain't have shit to do with it. But if it was the same cop, then I don't know. I feel like I lean more towards agreeing with it.
right. So do you support him? Let's ask that. Let's just ask that question. Do you support what he
Do
did?
I support him?
It's a yes or no. Do you support what he did? I'll answer.
What about you, Trey?
No.
Do I support what he did? That's a loaded question.
It's not.
Yes and no. It's a yes and no question. No, I don't support what he did because he didn't get the right person. But if he'd have got the actual officer that he needed to get, then
We ain't
yeah.
asking that. We asked, did you support what he did?
Man, listen, I don't feel like he should go to jail.
What?
I'm done.
What are you done for? I feel like that's a crime of passion.
All right,
You
bro.
don't. He shouldn't go to jail. The officer ain't going to jail for that. So why should he go to jail? He clearly was in a mental state where he couldn't control his emotions and he just decided to do what he did. That's a crime of passion in my eyes.
All right.
And again, I feel like at some point in time, unless we gonna separate the country from this whites on this side, blacks on this side, unless we finna do that, then hey bro, y'all can't keep picking with us like this. And we're gonna fight back. Well, I don't understand what the problem is with us fighting back. I don't understand that.
This don't have nothing to do with us fighting back. This nigga wasn't fighting for black people. He was fighting for his son, nigga.
So what?
The fuck
Whether you fight,
so what?
his son is black. So whether his son is black, what you mean? And there's clearly tension. There's clearly tension between black men and police.
But everything.
If the police are, hey, I'm telling you right now, if the police shoot my son, nigga, on some bullshit,
yeah,
I'm going outside too to go get my revenge. Fuck that. I'm not waiting for the court to go through trial and then he like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm going outside to do what I need to do. The fuck I ain't. You crazy as hell.
Not gonna go do nothing to the police.
You sound crazy.
You gonna get consoled by your family.
And then I'm going out and me and my family going to I'm gonna get the right person. I'm going to get the right person. Hey, I need to come talk to you because I'm not waiting for you to go to trial and you get off on some circumstantial evidence or blah blah blah. I'm not doing that. That's not going to be me. I hear you. I hear you.
But I
hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. But I understand where that father was coming from.
You don't.
You did something.
You don't.
I do understand it.
You ain't never been through that. You ain't never.
But I still understand somebody causing harm to my child.
Right.
And me wanting to take revenge for that. I understand that.
And you've been through that?
I didn't say that I have.
You don't understand. That's all my point.
I do understand. I've lost family to police violence before.
Your son, nigga. Well, all right. I get it. Your son, nigga.
I can sympathize or empathize with him. And what I'm saying to you is,
right.
I've seen enough times to where a young black man has been killed by the police,
understand.
And then the police get up. I've seen it enough times to where the police have gotten off for circumstantial evidence. And what I'm telling you is, if that happens to me, I'm going to do my best to make sure that justice is served.
Sounds good. So
and it's not, and we ain't got none. And I'm not calling the police or going to no court.
All right,
I'm gonna catch you outside.
All right, sounds good.
And I'll deal with my consequences later.
Got it. So can we just agree on the point that we can agree that you don't understand because you have not been?
I do understand. It's you can empathize with somebody. That's a level of understanding.
You got it.
Oh my God, bro.
You got it. So
do you understand what it feels like to win a championship?
No.
Yes, you do. You've seen it. You can kind of get that feeling. You can get that feeling. You can understand. You can empathize. You can empathize with that feeling.
Hey, yo,
so I can empathize with somebody losing a child and wanting to take revenge on that.
Hey,
we're not lack of emotion around here, bro.
Got it.
Just because you ain't been through something on me, you can't empathize with somebody. You sound nuts.
All right, you go ahead. You finish the whole thing out. Go ahead. You got it.
Bro, sometimes you just be saying dumb shit.
Go ahead. You run the shit.
We good. Go ahead. Next topic.
What you drinking on, Jermaine?
Apple juice.
White people.
Apple juice.
Go ahead. Keep going. You got it. Where we at next, Trey?
Are you gonna stop all that gay shit?
Where we at next?
Go ahead, bro.
No, you got it.
Go ahead, bro. Does anybody else have anything to say on this topic?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to answer the question that I don't agree.
Go ahead. You don't agree with taking retaliation?
Just in the world we live in, we just don't have the right to just go out and take justice into our own hands. It's just not the world we live in. That's just what it is. Whether it's right or wrong, it's just not the world we live in.
But the world we live in is not tailored to us. The world that we live in don't love us back. So if you don't think that there needs to be a change made?
Absolutely, there should be a change made. That doesn't mean go out and take justice into your own hands. It's just not what we live. It's just not what we can do. So I don't agree with what he did.
Yeah. I got going out and killing somebody who don't got shit to do with whatever the fucking situation is that you got going on in your life is whack. And I will not agree with it. It don't got shit to do with whatever the fuck else is going on in life or where else other shit that's going on anywhere else. You go
I
out.
agree with that.
You go out. I got it, bro. You go
I
out.
just said I agree with that.
We heard you. You go out and you do something to somebody, you should go to fucking jail. You go out, you kill somebody, you should go to jail.
That includes police.
Everybody, and whatever mental state that you're in, you go out and you do something to somebody else because everybody got shit going on. There's not a person in this world that don't got a thought, a worry, or something on their mind. And that does not give people the right to go out and do whatever the fuck they want to do to somebody else just because you feel bad. Now, if you want to go out and do something to somebody because you feel bad, make sure that you're willing to sit there and take the consequences. Fuck all this participation trophy, soft era. He was going through something. He had to feel some type of way. I understand that he had to feel some type of way. I can never understand how he felt because that shit ain't happened to me. But that don't give you an excuse to go out and do whatever it is that makes you feel better about yourself or about your situation to anybody that's out there. You can suck a dick if you don't.
I don't understand. I don't understand where that came from. But okay.
I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I don't.
Right. Nobody gives a fuck what you talking about because you keep
You obviously
give
a fuck because you keep jumping in every time I talk.
You keep misconstruing the same things.
Talk. Please give me my time.
He wasn't saying nothing. He wasn't saying anything.
Okay, I'm talking right now though.
Okay, and what does that mean?
You can talk when you want to talk, bro.
Go ahead, finish your statement, bro.
Like I said, you
I
don't
know, like you said.
Fine, suck a dick.
No, you can suck my dick.
Trey, I'm talking to everyone, nigga. Not just
I'm talking to you though.
I'm talking to the listeners.
But I'm talking to you.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so go ahead, finish.
Your emotions getting a hold of you, the best of you.
Not
bro.
my emotions got nothing to do with
Why
this.
are you telling me to suck a dick?
Because you keep telling me to suck a dick.
Again. My nigga thinks
right.
My nigga think that I'm potting for him.
No, you're not potting for me. You just got an attitude because I made you have an attitude.
No, I'm talking.
Now you want to be. So now you saying suck a dick don't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You can make your statement without saying suck a dick, bro. Cut it out,
nigga. I can make my statement the way I want to make my statement.
Exactly, and I can retaliate the way I want to retaliate.
All right, but it's not your time right now. So how about
it? Don't matter whose time it is. We're not taking turns, bro. It's not fucking kindergarten. Nigga, you can have a conversation.
You got it. Hey, welcome to the Trey podcast, bro. You got it. Bro. Go ahead, close that shit out, fam. See, the niggas want to talk all the time when it's not their time to talk. But then when you give them,
but there's no such thing as a time to talk, nigga. It's a fucking podcast.
Here you go.
We should have a conversation. Which one is to raise our hand?
No, nigga. How about you just shut the fuck up while I'm talking?
Oh my god.
That's it. When I get
hey,
done
bro, finish
talking,
your statement. Finish your statement. Finish your statement.
Then you can talk.
Finish your statement.
See how you
got it, bro. Finish your statement. Go ahead. Finish your statement. Finish your statement.
Oh, bitch, you don't get to tell me when to
finish your
talk,
statement.
Nigga.
Go ahead, finish your statement. You got it, bro.
Fuck up.
Hey, you got it, bro. We listening to you. We got it. You
shut up. Then shut up.
We listen to you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You got it.
Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
Finish it.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Finish cooning, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, niggas can't do nothing if you ain't go align with they mindset and you have a disagreement. The first thing they want to try to do is take away and strip you to say you ain't down. That's lame behavior. Nigga, just because I don't agree the same way that you do or I feel the same way that you do, it don't make you more black, less black. So I'd appreciate it next time if you kind of stay away from that type of shit.
And I appreciate it next time you tell me not to suck your dick.
I wasn't, again.
It don't matter. I felt like you was. Right. So
I don't give a fuck how you felt, Trey.
Right, cool.
You feel like my dick in your booty too, nigga? Do you feel that way?
Move on, bro. Move on, bro.
Damn, boy, shut the
fuck up. Move on, bro.
No, nigga, I've moved on. Every time I talk, you keep talking.
Move
so
on.
What do you want me to do? You
want
me to shut up? If I shut up, you don't do nothing.
I want you to move on. Finish your statement. You don't have to continue to address me. You got something to say. Say what you're gonna say.
You don't get to tell me
bro.
how to.
Hey, man, you're right. You're right.
You don't get to tell me how to pod.
You are absolutely right.
So why don't you be quiet Since
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I'm sure you watch a bunch of podcasts.
I'm listening to
You
you.
be quiet while the person.
I watch a
It's your
bunch of
turn.
podcasts, and they can have conversations, and
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm talking here. Wait a minute, raise your hand. It's not your turn. It's my turn.
Hey, shout out to
I didn't know we was in elementary fucking school.
shout
I didn't
out-
know this was goddamn it. It's kindergarten, pre-K
Hey,
at this fucking point.
Shout out
Hey,
to
everybody, raise your hand when it's time to talk,
Hey.
okay, guys?
This reminds me of Nick Young and Kmart.
Listen,
On,
shout out to all the niggas who's trying to work on anything that they trying to do in life, whether it be a podcast, a corner store, a drive-through, a clothing business, whatever it may fucking be. Whatever it may fucking be. You work with the fucking equipment that you got. So you got to understand your limitations. And when you actually are involved in putting your hands in the shit and trying to create the shit, you have a different level of understanding. So shout out to all them niggas. Shout out to all the niggas that also just be talking a whole fucking lot.
Niggas love to take subliminal shots, but it's cool. Do you have anything to say on the topic? Anything else to say on the topic? Jermaine, Swayze, S. Dot. Does anybody else have anything to say?
I don't have anything else.
Just to wrap it up, I don't agree with it, but I can kind of understand a little bit, why he would do something like that. But, if you go and do it, you do gotta, there are consequences. So if you take somebody's life, you're going to jail.
Or maybe not.
I mean,
if you got a badge on, you might be
jail.
okay. No, if you got a badge on, you might be okay.
I mean, yeah, that's different. If you're not a cop, cops get away with a lot of shit.
Or just white people in general.
They get away with too much.
Or just white people in general. But see, when you're black, you say, I don't agree with that. I want to take matters into my own hands. Then it's like, oh, you can't do that. That sounds dumb. Why would you do something like that? That's not fair to everybody else. You can't just go outside and just do what the fuck you want to do to people. No, you're right. Because they can just do what the fuck they want to do to us, but we can't do what we want to do back. I got it.
I don't think that no one should do it.
I don't either. But
Okay.
That's not the world that we live in, right, Shannon?
That's not the world we live in.
How many times have you seen...
As far as my opinion, I don't think that anyone should do it.
Right, but how many times have you seen these things happen and then there are no consequences after? At some point in time, it's like enough is enough. If they not looking out for us, who gonna look out for us? Who gonna look out for us? Who is expected to look out for you? Us four. I see 4 black men on this thing, and one of them has had many run-ins with the police. And if one of the police officers would have did something to my nigga, guess what? I'd have retaliated because that's my nigga. You can't just do whatever you want to people and then expect them not to retaliate at some point in time. I'm not saying that is right, but sometimes you got to just you got to put your hand in the dirt. You got to get down and dirty with these people too, for them to understand you can't keep doing that to me. You can't keep doing that to my people. You can't keep doing it to us.
Well, let me tell you this to your face. If something happens to anything to the 3 of y'all, I'm going to do my best to get the person who did it, but I ain't going out killing nobody for you. So let me tell you that to your face.
And that's fine.
And I still love you, and I'm cool with you. And I'm gonna fight till it to the end to get the person that did something to you.
I'm with you on that. I'm not expecting everybody to have that same level, and I agree with you. I understand that.
Closing thoughts.
I don't have anything.
Swayze?
No, I don't have anything.
Trey?
Yeah, take care of yourself and take care of the people that you love, because this country don't love us. They made it very clear that they don't love us. And I'm not saying just go out and do anything, but protect yourself. What amendment we're talking about? You have the right to bear arms as well. So you got freedom of speech. You also have the right to bear arms. So protect yourself.
That's it.
So anybody got bars this week?
No, I don't got bars. We gotta close. We gotta wrap it up. My closing statement is: I hope for all the teenagers out there that's living in urban communities, just understand that the system is against you, and that people are waiting on you to fail and fuck up. So put yourself in situations that um, that breed positivity and just something amazing in life for yourself. Don't be in the car with people you shouldn't be in the car with. Don't be in places you shouldn't be with people doing shit that you know they shouldn't be doing. Don't be doing shit with people that you know are active, violent criminals, because you may find yourself in situations and you may not see tomorrow. So with that, I want to say shout out to everybody who listened again. Shout out to everybody here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. And make sure again you like, share, subscribe to our channel. And it's been real, respectfully.
We love you too, bro.
Making millions.